Today's feature might remind us of a popular film, and one of my favorite, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. One of my favorite, too. Of course, we're talking about A League of Their Own. Who didn't love Tom Hanks and the whole crew in that one? Just an amazing movie. Came out in 1992, depicting a group of women who broke barriers playing baseball during World War II. Well, today we highlight two sisters who are probably a little too young to remember that movie, but are living their own version of it nearly 30 years later.
Every spring, ball players take the field. Baseball for boys, softball for girls. But in Redmond, fraternal twins Emily and Lindsay Tsujikawa are breaking those traditions.
We were 5 when we started playing t-ball. After that, we switched to Little League. And what did that start with? Minors?
Double A?
Double A.
The sisters were teammates, competitors, working their way through Little League and select teams.
When we were younger, since we both were playing the same sport, same age, like always on the same team, we were like super competitive with each other. I think that really drove us to become like better players and better people.
But it didn't come without its own set of challenges.
We would hear stuff from the other dugout like, why is a girl pitching, or why are they allowed to hit?
And I remember once, I think one kid just refused to hit against me because I was a girl.
Those hurtful memories still linger. Emily tells me that she actually considered quitting.
A lot of the boys would make comments and stuff or be super mean to me. I'd like come home crying from games.
But the pain only made her stronger.
That's all I throw. So.
Opting to keep with baseball in high school.
Fun!
But Lindsay switched to softball.
I wanted to continue playing ball in college, and I knew that like playing baseball in college as a female athlete like would be harder than playing softball.
Lindsay made varsity as a freshman and helped her team win a state championship the next year. While her skills speak for themselves, her biggest attribute comes from the adversity she faced on the baseball field.
When she had to play baseball, she definitely had to be a top dog because she was playing with boys, and it's definitely carried out onto the softball field.
Yeah, Perry.
She's really headstrong, I feel like. She doesn't let people mess with her, and like she doesn't have like a lot of reaction in her face. She's just like, okay, and she like just knows what to do, and she gets her job done.
It's the same mental toughness Emily uses when she takes the mound for the varsity baseball team.
No tag, no tag.
As a player, she is very committed and dedicated to her craft. She takes a lot of pride in being the pitcher that she is.
Whenever she's out pitching, it's kind of, she's in her own little world.
There you go, goodbye.
It takes courage to go on the mound and you maybe hear whispers, maybe hear the silence, whatever it might be. It takes courage to, know that people are probably doubting you.
An occurring like thought, I guess, or comment is like, oh, I'm gonna hit a home run. Or they always joke to each other like, oh, don't strike out, which like, I think it's like, that's against any pitcher, but like against me, I feel like it's a lot like more, and it's really common.
The comments still bother Emily, but she'd never let it show.
She comes focused, ready to play every day.
He got it from me.
Nothing gets in her way, and whenever she's going out there, she's going to compete at like the highest level, just like all of us.
That's what Emily and Lindsay both want, what they've always wanted, to be judged solely on their athletic ability, no matter the sport.
My goal in baseball is not just to continue playing, but to like show younger girls that they can do it.
It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, just as long as you put in work, like you're gonna have the same talent as the other gender.
But what Emily and Lindsay may not yet realize is that by taking the paths they have, they're already inspiring us all.
And the most important thing, I guess, of the game is that you're having fun. So if someone tries to ruin that, like, too bad on them.
Now, this is pretty neat. Both Emily and Lindsay were invited to participate in the first ever MLB Grit Invitational this spring. It was a program specifically designed for girls who play baseball. Now, Emily tells me it was amazing, not just because they got to play with other girls just like them from across the country, but because Major League Baseball brought in a slew of speakers to discuss different opportunities for girls in baseball off the field, in front office positions, scouting, etc. So both sisters are hopeful that the game will be in their lives in some capacity in the future. Bill?
What a great story. Michelle, thank you. And don't forget